The Sleeping Series Episode 22. The Lost Music. The Legendary Tune. Minato had been fascinated by a legendary tune rumored to have been lost since his childhood. This tune was said to be the most beautiful melody in the world, bringing deep emotion and peace to those who heard it. However, at a certain point, the tune suddenly vanished, and since then, no one has heard its melody. As Minato grew up, he became determined to continue his search for this lost tune while building his career as a musician. For him, finding this tune and delivering its beautiful melody to the world again had become his life's mission. Global music exploration. Minato's quest begins with traveling the world in search of clues to the lost tune. He examines records about the tune in old libraries and consults experts knowledgeable about music history, visiting places where the tune was last performed. Throughout this journey, Minato encounters various cultures and music, collecting different stories and legends about the legendary tune in each place. His journey is not only an adventure in search of the lost tune, but also a voyage of rediscovering the universal power of music through connecting with people around the world. Minato's story is a passionate journey in pursuit of the lost tune, exploring how music moves people's hearts and serves as a bridge between different cultures. The story unfolds further, revealing what Minato learns from this journey and whether he can unravel the mystery of the lost tune. The Forgotten Melody. Minato's journey takes a new turn when he discovers important clues about the lost tune. He learns of a secret festival in an old village where the tune was last performed. According to legend, this festival was believed to bring peace and prosperity to the village whenever the tune was played. However, the festival ceased to be held from a certain year, and the tune faded from people's memory. Minato succeeds in finding ancient texts related to the festival and sheet music believed to contain the tune's melody. However, the sheet music had deteriorated over time, making it difficult to reproduce the melody in its complete form. The Hidden Truth. As Minato attempts to restore the melody using the sheet music, he begins to realize the true reason why the tune was lost. It wasn't merely forgotten over time but was intentionally sealed and stopped being played for a powerful reason. He discovers old records suggesting that the tune's power might have caused some disaster in the past. These findings lead Minato to contemplate the dangers of reviving the tune. However, believing in the true value of the tune and the good it can bring if used properly, he resolves to continue seeking the truth. Minato's quest is not only about bringing the lost tune's beauty back to the world, but also understanding what the tune meant in the past and how it can impact him and people today. The moral dilemmas he faces and the deep insights into the power of music form the core of the story. The true value of music. Minato's journey enters a decisive phase toward reviving the tune. He delves deeply into the essence of the lost tune and its impact on people in the past. In the process, the true reason why the tune was sealed becomes clear. The tune acts as a mirror reflecting the listener's heart, revealing that its power can be used for good or evil depending on how it's used. Minato realizes that reviving the tune requires the listener's pure hearts and correct understanding. He decides to organize an event that can heal and unite people's hearts through music, dreaming of the lost tune resonating in the world again. The discovery of the lost chords. While preparing for the event, Minato collaborates with musicians, scholars, and music lovers to fill in the missing parts of the sheet music, successfully restoring the tune. This process becomes not just about reproducing the tune but also an opportunity for all participants to reaffirm the universal joy of music. On the day of the event, filled with tension and anticipation, Minato performs the lost tune in public for the first time. As the music plays, everyone present feels deep emotion, experiencing the peace and harmony the tune was said to possess. Minato realizes the power of music to unite people's hearts and that the lost tune is delivering a necessary message to the world again. Minato's quest was not only about reviving the lost tune but also about showcasing the bond and healing power of music to the world. The challenges and discoveries he faced led to a deep understanding of the true value and impact of music. The revival of the tune. After the event, Minato and his music become a topic of discussion worldwide. The beautiful melody of the lost tune is shared among people, healing many hearts and spreading a message of peace. Minato becomes convinced that as long as the tune's power is used correctly, it can bring good to the world. The revival of the tune gives new meaning to his career as a musician, recognizing him as an artist who can impact the world through music. His journey was not only about finding the lost tune but also understanding the profound impact of music on the human heart and spreading it across the globe. The power of music. Minato's story, through the revival of the lost tune, celebrates the universal power of music. His experiences show that music can connect people across cultural and linguistic differences, and that beautiful melodies can deeply move hearts and change the world. Minato continues his mission to bring peace and harmony to the world through music, influencing the next generation of musicians to bring positive changes to the world through their music. The revival of the lost tune becomes not just a legend but a catalyst for re-acknowledging the true value of music, impacting people for generations to come. And if you slept well, please subscribe and like. If you didn't sleep, please subscribe and like in anticipation of future content.